Hey, welcome yogis. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm Nigel. We're back in lockdown here near Melbourne, so I'm gonna make you videos quite a few times per week now. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to tune into more videos, also hit that bell for notifications just to make sure you get notified every time we release a new video. It's definitely gonna be worth it for you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into class. So when you're ready, let's come up onto your knees. We're going to come into a supported hero pose. So either laying your hips back towards your heels, or feel free to draw a bolster or maybe a block between your feet. Just anywhere where your spine can be long. You're going to feel supported. Your palms open up towards the sky. And just take a big inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the spine, gentle lift up through the heart. You tuck the chin slightly. Let's close your eyes and let your awareness gradually drift inside. So just simply noticing whatever is happening in your mind or your body. Just appreciate that, let it go. Just keeping your breath really natural and smooth. You feel the inhale swirling through your nostrils. You send that breath down the back of the throat. So we're simply inviting some gentle expansion with the breath. And every exhale, feel that rooting action through the sit bones. So feel yourself become a little bit more grounded with each conscious breath. And letting go of anything you're bringing with you from the day, any stress you feel. Just completely let that melt away. And the best tool we have for anchoring our mind inside, and kind of beyond our thoughts, is that steady breath and building that internal awareness. So just sense, what can you feel in the body? Just let your breath take you there. And with a bit more awareness now, start to lengthen off the breath. So keep it flowing in through the nose. Go ahead and send it down to your lower belly. And feel your rib cage expand. All the way up through the heart space. And you exhale, gently draw the belly in. So engage Uddiyana Bandha. That's the deeper core muscles right there in the navel center. So start to draw the belly in and up towards your spine on the exhale. Start to feel your core activate. And drawing in some fresh, new, calming energy with your breath. Let's go ahead and count it out 4 more. Just anchor your awareness behind your thoughts. And next out breath, go ahead, open the eyes and start to move forward onto all fours. You can take that prop that you have between your feet, just off towards the side of the mat. Let's come onto all fours, shoulders over wrists. Stack the shoulders, just right over top of your hands. So start to lean forward just a little bit. Grip your fingers in the mat, so start to lean into your wrists. And as you exhale, keep the toes tucked, draw the hips all the way back towards your heels. Just push back. And keep the gaze forward though, so look towards the top of the mat. You're going to wrap the triceps towards the floor, so feel that kind of open up the shoulders. Send that breath through the back body, through the lower back, to the hips. As you exhale, soften the belly a little bit more, so pushing into the mat. And inhale, keep the chin tucked now. Slowly ripple forwards, come back onto all fours. And you exhale, flow back. Just move with your breath now. It doesn't have to be with my pace. Just use that calming inhale, ripple through your spine. Keep the core active. And you exhale out any stress or tension you feel, let it go. And 2 more. Just meditate, flow. And 1 more time, ripple forward. Slow motion as you exhale, come back onto your knees, lift the palms off the floor, interlace your fingers, just any movement that feels good through the wrist. Feel free to circle it out or wave it out. And pause anywhere that feels extra sticky, kind of breathe through it. We'll keep the fingers interlaced. Let's take an inhale breath, palms up towards the ceiling, lift the gaze up. So keep the hips directly stacked over your knees, push out through your palms. And steady breath. Stage 2, start coming to a back bend now. So actively pushing the palms up. Take an inhale breath, lift the heart up towards the ceiling, lean back. As you exhale, draw the belly in, start to lean into your back body strength. And nothing with the shoulders comes easy. You really have to work for it. Push. And you inhale, come back through center. And you exhale, push the palms forward, hips back to your heels, round the upper spine. Inhale, recharge, come up. And you exhale, push out. Just keep it flowing. As you inhale, visualize that new energy drawing through your body. Exhale, give it away to your neighbor, push it out. Let's go for 3. And 2. And 1 more time, open up the shoulders, draw them behind your ears. And as you exhale, push it out, lean back into your feet now, hold it out. Let's go for a count of 3. And 2. And next out breath, come forward, release your fingertips, palms on the floor. Untuck your toes, just tap out through the feet, tap out through your ankles. Just kind of wake up through your legs. And really light energy. Let's take the knees mat width apart, big toes touch behind you. Again, inhale, grip the fingers, start to lean forward into your wrists. As you exhale, hips back and towards left, just circle out the hips. And inhale up and towards the right. So it's moving with that full, strong breath. And start to scan the body now. So just feel free. Notice any tension you feel. Try to send the breath there. Feel free to pause anywhere. Or maybe you notice some space with the breath. Just try to expand that through the whole body. And any intuitive motion that feels good. And 2 more complete cycles, count it out. And drawing back through center. We'll work into the wrists 1 more time here. Let's bring the back of the hands on the floor, fingertips towards your knees. So thumbs are on the inside. And then from here, let's work on some alignment. So push more into the back of your hands. Wrap the triceps in towards your body. So spin the eye of the elbows in line with your thumb, or even a little bit past it. So push out here, long straight arms. And then next exhale breath, spin the elbows forward, maybe lower down through the heart. So feel the core activate, keep the spine long. And inhale, push into your hands, wrap the triceps in, and lowers. Count it out 5 more full cycles. And these are some of the things that really pay dividends long term, especially if you're working on hand balancing or arm balances like I like to do. This is probably the most important step on your journey, allowing yourself to build mobile, healthy, and strong wrists. And 1 more time, extend it up, push in the back of your hands, and you exhale, lower. And then coming back up. Release, hips back to your heels, interlace your fingers again 1 more time, work it out. Just for a few breaths this time, move through the wrists, try to get some new movement. And eventually back onto all fours. So now the shoulders and wrists are a bit more mobile. So plant the palms down. Work on some straight arm scapular strength. So this means, again, triceps wrap in towards your body, shoulders open up. So this is really important for downward facing dog or any kind of plank pose you hold, even handstands. You want to have the shoulders opening up. That allows you to access more power through the side body and through the back body. So that's why this one's called straight arm scapular strength. Engage the power of the back body. So push in the mat, lift the back of the heart. And you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. So first downward facing of class. Feel free to find any motion that feels good. Just link up with that solid breath. Focus your mind inside. And you're adding in some ujjayi breathing, so deep breath in through the nostrils. And you exhale, draw the belly in. It's like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth closed. So using that gentle breath, focus the mind inside, create some new heat and power. And just remember, you always get out what you put in, especially with yoga. You really have to work for everything you do. So it's on you to push yourself as we move through these sequences. Let's take one more complete breath in. And you exhale, bend the knees, look forward. When you're ready, step or float. Come to the top of the mat. Let's take a halfway lift. Inhale, hands to your shins perhaps. Elongate the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Just push your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Full breath through the nose. Exhale, hands through center. Let's find mountain pose. Palms open up. So you can step your feet together or slightly apart. Close your eyes. And just look to find that midline in the body. So where's that center point? You gradually feel your way to side, front to back. So looking for that true north stability. Where does your body feel the lightest in space? That's really the foundation of every single posture, even hand balancing. You have to have a really strong mountain pose. And from that center point, start to engage your legs more. Maybe deepen the breath, slight lift up through the chest. So create that space for the breath. You visualize some new energy pouring through the body. So allow yourself to access that power that's always there in stillness. And exhale, breath is open the eyes. And we'll start to get into a bit quicker pace of movement here. So let's take an inhale, reach your arms up, lift the gaze up, elongate the spine. And the exhales, fold forward, go down to the mat, fingertips on the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. And the exhale, bow forward, palms on the floor, step back, plank pose first. So in this variation, step your big toes together, start to lean forward into your wrists, push in the mat, back of the heart lifts, breathe, smile. Let's hold for 3. Again, warm up, push, go for 2. And next breath out, lower the knees, keep the hips lifted, lower the chest and chin. Gonna inhale, slide the heart up and through, lengthen your legs, baby cobra, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, lower. And one more baby cobra, inhale, squeeze the elbows, lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. We'll tuck the toes. Try one smooth motion. Push your palms all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Reset here. Alright, so keep the feet hip width apart. Take an inhale. Lift up on your toes. Lift the heels. Exhale. Push the heels back. Keep that long spine. Inhale up on your toes. Exhale. Push back. Remember, keep opening your shoulders up. And inhale. Up on your toes. Slowly ripple forward. Plank pose. Shoulders over wrist. Stage 2, pounce pose. Bend the knees, hips up and back, look forward. So charge up through the legs just like a spring. Inhale, power through that spring, come back, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, flow with your breath. Inhale, ripple forward. Drive the weight forward. Pounce pose, bend the knees. Inhale, power forward, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, ripple forward, slow. Pounce pose. Power through your legs, plank. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. 3 steady breaths, just reset here. And you exhale, bend the knees, look forward. When you're ready, step or float, top of the mat. Let's come forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. And inhale, push to your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up. And you exhale, rewind, go down, hands to the floor. And halfway lift. In palms on the floor, this time step or float back. And chaturanga dandasana, inhale, flow up and through. And you exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Draw back all the way. Reset that steady foundation. Step your feet hip width apart. Again, inhale, charge up on the toes, lift the heels. Exhale, both heels drop over towards the right. So feel the left foot root down if you can. Right knee draws in softly. Side body stretch, lift the gaze up and towards the left. And in breath, back up through center, lift the heels. Exhale, heels over towards the left now. Right foot reach down, soften the left knee, lift the gaze up and towards the right. In breath, back through center. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or float. Top of the mat, in breath, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Press down through your feet, come all the way up, reach the arms up. And you exhale, hands through center now, mountain pose. Just for a moment, find that stability, find your midline. You can press out from that midline, lift the arms, lift the gaze, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. In halfway lift. Palms on the floor, step or flow back. Chaturanga, pause at the bottom. Inhale, flow up and through. And you exhale, downward facing dog. And look forward, top of the mat. Right knee draws towards the right tricep, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, step back. Left side, left knee forward, forward. And tap, step back. Flow with the breath now, inhale, right side forward. Step back. Let's go left side. Step back, let's go for 7. And 6. 5. 4, tap your triceps, go for 3, and 2, and 1, forward, look forward, bend the knees, step or float when you're ready, in halfway lift, and you exhale, bow forward, bend the knees forward, sink the hips all the way down towards your heels. Next stage from here, walk the hands behind you and beside you, low boat, Ardha Navasana, lower spine on the mat, squeeze the knees in. Keep the shoulders lifted. Stage 2, palms on the floor. Lift the feet up towards the ceiling. Let's take the palms together, interlace the fingers. Just release your pointer finger. In breath, shoulders on the floor. When you exhale, lift the shoulders up, try to touch your feet. In lower, inhale. Exhale, lift. Let's go for 5, lower, and lift. In 4, and lift. For 3, and lift. For 2, and lift. One more time. Try to touch your toes. Lift, lift, lift. Let's lower back down. Low boat. Keep the heels lifted. Lift the shoulders up. Inhale. And you exhale. Cross your legs. Chest up towards your knees. Roll forward. Stepping back. Plank pose. And hold here. Tuck the tailbone. Squeeze the glutes. Lean forward. Stage 2. Forearm plank. Elbows on the floor. Just lay the hips up and back, dolphin pose. Walk the feet in. So keep pressing with your elbows, palms are down. Draw the belly back towards your thighs. Next stage from here, take an inhale, right leg lifts up. Try to keep the hips square, hold for 4. Press in the mat, breathe for 3. In for 2. And 1, lower that right foot. Second side, lift your left leg up, full breath in, hold for 4. Smile, breathe for 3. In for 2. And 1, lower down, knees on the floor. Keep the elbows on the floor, palms together. Now we'll rest it out, child's pose, hands behind your head, forehead down to the mat. Just let your body release into the triceps and the shoulders. So as you inhale, visualize that new space drawing in. Exhale, allow yourself to move into that new space. Your next in-breath, strengthen your legs, move forward, come onto all fours. We'll tuck the toes, knees directly underneath your hips. Take an in-breath here. And as you exhale, lift the knees just 2 inches off the mat. Squeeze everything center. Look forward. And long neck, long spine. Squeeze your hands together even. Feel the chest activate. So really start to build that true power from your base. And next out breath, take your time. Hips up and back in downward facing dog. We'll walk the feet in just a little bit. Big toes touch. Let's move into our Shakti jumps, or also known as tuck-ups into handstands. So shorten off your stance just a tad. Inhale, root down, push out through your palms. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Bottom of your exhale, jump forward. So stack the hips over your shoulders. So little hops. Even just 2 inches off the mat is amazing. Try to get a little bit of flow. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. And for 2. One more time. Try to jump your feet between your hands. And you inhale, halfway lift when you're ready. And you exhale, bow forward. Push your feet all the way up, reach your arms up. And you exhale, hands to your center. Mountain pose, calm your mind. And from that center point, take an inhale, sweep the hands towards the floor, bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the arms, lift the gaze up. You're gonna wrap the triceps in, focus your gaze towards the ceiling. So soften your shoulders, squeeze your inner thighs together. Feel that power through your legs. And we next exhale, fists to your hips, Ujjayi breath, sweep the arms back. Inhale, reload, draw some new energy. Exhale, release all your stress. Keep the knees bent, go for 4. And 3. And 2. One more time, press and lift. Exhale, sweep back, palms towards the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades in, smile. Focus your gaze forward. Squeeze your fingertips together, so keep the energy inside. Stage 2, palms come together. Come up on your toes, lower the hips just halfway down. Just halfway, breathe, hold for 3. Let's go for 2. And 1, fold forward, crow pose, knees back to triceps, lean into your strength. Grip your fingers, maybe one foot lifts up, maybe the second foot lifts up, hold for 4. Squeeze center, lift the heart for 3. In for 2. And 1, step or flow back, chaturanga, 2 back, flow up and through. And you exhale, knees on the floor, puppy pose. Extend the arms out, come up on your fingertips. So pause here, make sure your hips are stacked over your knees. Wrap the triceps towards the floor. Keep the spine long, 1 motion, lower down to the mat. We tuck the chin, draw the forehead down to the mat. So keeping the arms active, breathe out through the shoulders, through your chest. In my opinion, the best prep posture you can do for handstands, this is it. Either on the floor or against the wall, whatever, just do this one every single day and you'll notice huge differences in your shoulders. And palms on the floor, slowly walk back, come onto all fours, shoulders over wrist, push into the mat. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So move back into a reset with the breath. Just look forward, step your right foot between your hands. Your left foot 45 degrees, warrior one. So let's root to rise up. Lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. Try to straighten off your back leg. So feel your back foot really root down. Left hip draws forward. Keep breathing, expanding the heart up towards the ceiling. Your next exhale, warrior two, lengthen out. Feel free to widen off your stance. Just make sure your right heel is in line with the arch of your back foot, or heel to heel, your choice. And fix the gaze forward, let both hips externally rotate. And start to squeeze your feet together. So feel the inner thighs activate. Low ribs draw in. Stage two from here, interlace the fingers behind your head. So find that connection. Keep your body in line with your right leg. Take an inhale. And the exhale, draw forward, right elbow to your right knee, tap. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, forward and tap. Let's go for 3. In for 2. And one more time, lift up. This time as you draw forward, come forward, release, extend the arms, gaze over your hands, hold here for 3. Turn the left shoulder open, go for 2. And 1, lower the gaze first. Peel back up, push to your right foot. Exalted warrior, keep that bend in your right knee, pause, breathe. Extend out through the fingertips. Let the gaze shift over your right hand. And inhale, back out through center, all the way now, down towards the floor. Exhale, breath, frame your front foot, come up on your back toes. We'll step, lift, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip open. So draw that right heel towards your left glute. Activate, press your right glute even more, lift. Stage 3, wild thing, big step over. So flip your dog, make sure your base is really wide. Onto the knife edge of your left foot, peel the right arm up. Any movement that feels good through your right arm. So feel that really strong base, support, and peel the heart open towards the ceiling. Let the breath gather new strength. You can do it. Hold here for 2. One more complete inhale. And the exhale, try to go as slow as you can. Right knee draws in, side plank first. And your right hand to the floor. Knee to your nose, tiger curl forward. Inhale, press back out, lift. Exhale, right knee, left tricep forward. Try to tap your tricep. Inhale, press back up and lift. And the exhale, right knee, right tricep, come forward, tap or arm balance. And your thigh towards the tricep, extend up, lean forward. Maybe back leg lifts up. And eventually, when you're ready, jump back chaturanga all the way, knees on the floor in child's pose. So feel free to play with the second variation there of Kuniyasana 2 if you want a bit more. Otherwise, forehead to the mat. Just relax your elbows, relax the whole body. So we'll be here for 5 complete steady breaths. Good, short break. Next inhale, come back onto all fours. Tuck the toes. Again, just lifting the knees 2 inches off the mat to create that square shape with your hands. Draw the hands together. Chest activates, lift. And next out breath, downward facing dog. Release it all the way up and back. 3 steady breaths just to reset, refocus. Let's look forward. Left foot steps forward. And right foot 45 degrees. So let's root to rise up. And feet are in line. Use that power from your base. Lift the arms, lift the gaze up. So once you fix the gaze on one point, let all your awareness draw through the body. Where can you soften more? Where do you need to activate a little bit more? Clear out any resistance you feel in the mind or the body, just let it go. And next stage from here, warrior two, is just widen out. Feel free to widen your stance, so right foot's parallel with the back of your mat. Arms extend, so try to soften your shoulders, but at the same time, extend out, tone your arms. Good, next in-breath, interlace the fingers, back of your head. And as you exhale, dip forward, left elbow to left knee, try to tap your knee. Inhale, press up. And you exhale, lower. Smooth motion up. And lower for 3. And up. Lower for 2. Back up. And let's lower, last one. Extend the arms out now, gaze forward, turn the right shoulder open, hold for 3. In for 2, activate side body strength, inhale. Exhale, slow it down, lower the gaze. Inhale, push to your left foot, exalted warrior. Keep that bend in your left knee the best you can. Breathe, expand out through the rib cage. And inhale, back out through center all the way now. Exhale down towards the floor. Frame your front foot. Use that base. Lift up. Three-legged dog. Three-legged chaturanga when you're ready. Or sorry, not chaturanga. Three-legged dog. Bend the knees. Stack your hip open. My bad. Draw that left heel towards your right glute. Square the shoulders off. Next stage, wild thing. Big step over, wide base. Peel left arm up towards the ceiling. And then out overhead, so palm towards the floor. Just rotate, lift the palm open. All the way across the body, palm towards the floor. And broaden, open up. And one more cycle. And eventually gazing back top of the mat, left knee draws in, side plank just for a moment, push, push, push. Your left hand to the floor, knee to your nose, tiger curl. Inhale, press back out, lift. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, come forward, tap. Inhale, press back up and lift. Second side, Kuniyasana 2. Take that left knee really wide, bring it to the upper edge of your tricep, inner thigh draws in, lean forward, chaturanga arms, extend the leg. Keep lifting the heart forward. Stay as long as you want. We jump back. Chaturanga, flow up and through. And eventually drop on the knees again. Child's pose, rest it out. Take some water if you need to, all the way. So allow your lower back to relax and release. Everything goes heavy. Fill the body with some grounding energy. Exhale away any stressful thoughts or images, anything that you're holding on to. Let it go all the way down towards the earth. Take a look forward, slowly, palms root down. Keep the elbows pressed down. Start to thread the heart forward. Keep your body pretty low towards the floor. Let's try to smoothly roll forward, lengthen out the legs, and walk the hands forward, Sphinx pose. So resting it out still, palms on the floor, shoulders over elbows. So it should be a nice, relaxing release for your lower back. If it feels pinchy though, walk the hands out more, so just lessen the angle on your spine. Once you find an adequate spot, push your palms down more. Start to track the floor towards you. So pull the floor towards you, heart lifts forward, shoulders open up. Just let your breath completely clear your mind. Try to relax your glutes and the pelvis. This will draw into a shoulder / hip flexor stretch. So let's bring that left elbow out wide. Keep the left arm 90 degrees. Left cheek on the mat. Right fingertips tent off the mat. We'll step the right foot up and behind your left glute. So moving through the shoulder. Feel free to lengthen out the arm if you need a bit more mobility. Maybe up on your fingertips. And just let your spine ring out with your breath. Coming back through center. Feel free to stay a bit longer if you wish, or coming back, switching sides. Right elbow bend, step the left foot up and behind your right glutes. Just find that adequate position, and then breathe in, fill through the nose, fill the whole body. And as you exhale, soften. Try to let anything you're holding on to, let it go. And feel free to straighten off the right arm. It feels a lot better for me personally. Just make sure your left foot can ground down somewhere. And drawing back up through center, palms on the floor, soften the knees. We'll draw all the way back up onto your knees and back through the heels. Palms open up. Let's come into a brief meditation. Before we go through our closing sequence here, so let the spine stack over your hips. Roll the shoulders up and back. Find that midline. Just pause there, let the body go still. And when the body finds center, it makes it a lot easier for your mind as well to find that center point and focus. Let's open the eyes. Let's start to draw towards the middle of the mat if you're not already there. We'll go through a tuck up drill and then a handstand wall hold, and then we'll be done, you guys. So knees draw together. Inhale breath, open up the arms, start to lean back slightly, let the chest open up. And you exhale, draw forward, palms slightly in front of your knees. Keep on the top of the feet and pike lift the hips. That's one. Good, inhale, lower, knees on the floor, open up, so long inhale. And you exhale, push forward, lift. Let's go for 4, lower. And lift. And 3. And lift. Go for 2. Last one, open up. Really strengthen your legs, push out. Let's hold here, 5. Stay on the top of the feet if you can, 4. Tuck the chin towards your chest for 3. In 2. And 1, roll over, downward facing dog, just rest it out now. Pedal out the feet, anything that feels good. And now breath, soften the knees. So go ahead, come off the mat, and drag the mat up to any spot on the wall. It's clear of anything, of course. So it doesn't really matter if you're a beginner or not. Kind of go through the same steps to come into a handstand. So when you're ready, mat up towards the wall. Just tuck the mat edge right against that piece of wall you're on. So nice and snug. Let's come onto all fours. So I'm going to go through a few steps here to prepare. So make sure the fingers are spread nice and wide. And grip the fingertips in the mat. And we'll go to the middle of the room so you can see. So fingertips grip down. Again, triceps wrap towards the body. So feel that. Open up the shoulders. So once the shoulders are opening up, then we start to activate a bit more through the back body. So lift the back of the heart. And gaze towards the top of the mat. Once you have that foundation correct, once you turn your fingertips out towards the sides of the mat just a little bit more. So for me, this is a really defining point in my handstand journey. Once I started practicing with the fingers turned out a bit more, I feel like I had a lot more corrective power once I was up in the air. So maybe you'll feel that too. just work with what works for you, of course. So pushing the mat, create that foundation. Tuck the toes behind you, lift the hips up and back. So downward facing dog first. So you can be against the wall or just middle of the room, your choice, of course. Walk the feet in just a little bit, walk the feet in. So I like to kick up with my right leg first. I'm gonna lift my right leg up long. Oh, a little bit further up. So lift the right leg up, gaze towards the top of the mat. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bend the left knee and gentle hop up. So see if you can get a little bit of lift. Preferably your left leg lifts quite quickly once you lift up the right leg. Pause and lift, grip the fingers, push out. Try to straighten the elbows. So get that long spine going. So if you're on the wall, keep holding. If you're in the middle of the room, just find the kick out. So you can go for 10, and 9, 8, keep holding, go for 7, and 6, keep kicking up, 5, and 4, for 3, and 2, and 1, lowering back down. So lowering back onto the mat. I'm going to finish off with another shoulder opener, this time against the wall. So you can go puppy pose against the wall. So come to a place about 2 feet off the wall. Just reach your arms up, tent the fingertips. So wrap the triceps forward now, shoulders open up. Take an inhale, long spine. As you exhale, draw forward, we tuck the chin. Just moving in through the mobility of your shoulders. So instead of dumping into your lower back, I want you to press out through your lower back, slight tuck of your tailbone. So cap the back slightly, and then use the breath. Try to go a little bit deeper. And always challenging yourself, but never being aggressive or overbearing. Just let yourself relax into your edge. Good, releasing off the wall. Now let the arms hang heavy, shake it out, let the blood flow. And moving the mat back to that same position if you'd like. Or staying on the wall. I'm going to unwind our practice now. So come on to the back body. Let's bring the spine long. You can bring the feet together, knees wide. Bring the arms out to a T position. So let the palms flip open. So allow all your weight to completely surrender into the weight of gravity around you. You'll feel that heaviness kind of blanket your body. And as you inhale, expand out through the inner hips and knees. All the way through your calves and ankles. Fully allowing yourself to surrender to what is. Everything is happening as it should be. And once we can really accept what is, then we can start making changes in our life. It's a lot easier to make the changes in our lives or in the world that you want to see. It comes from a place of peace. And anytime you feel ready, lengthen the legs out. Moving into Shavasana. Taking up lots of room on your mat, arms wide, again, legs wide. Take a big inhale, fill through your nose. And the exhale gently out the mouth. Let everything completely drop and surrender. we kind of center inside, the more that subtle energy starts to grow and grow. And this is a constant practice. It takes lots of time and dedication, but it's so worth it. Just giving yourself the gift of this time. Completely allow yourself to surrender, relax, build that new strength and openness you work so hard for. You bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Just feel that energy build through the body. Maybe feel it emanate from your palms and fill you up. And when you're ready, in one final time here, draw the knees up towards your chest. Just take a hold of your shins. Just roll out through your lower back. Any motion that feels good, could be side to side or a circular motion. Just release any final tension you feel. Let it completely go. Allowing the knees to fall over towards your favorite side, doesn't really matter. Roll onto the side body, stack the knees. One final moment here, let it drop. Feel surrendered. Feel fully supported. And press your top hand on the floor and make your way back up through seated, or feel free to come up on your knees to finish off class if you want. It's anywhere where your spine can be long, shoulders roll back. And this time palms ground down onto the thighs, so let's feel some grounding action now. Close your eyes. As calm, centered with the breath. We'll finish off with a final breathing exercise. This is really good for locking in that fresh energy for the rest of the day. So let's take a full inhale through the nose. And the exhale, release out the mouth. And inhale, fill through the nose. We'll tuck the chin, hold the breath down. In now, hold for 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, on 1. Exhale, lift the chin lock. And inhale, fill through the nose. Tuck the chin, hold it in. Let's hold for 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, and 1. Exhale, lift the chin lock. And last one, long hold. And chin lock, hold for 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, and 1. Exhale, lift the chin lock. Just breathe naturally now, relax. And thank you guys so much for your energy and awareness and joining class. And namaste.